But now we are getting to what I think is the most consequential match in WWE for the next year. I think this match is going to set the tone for what is going to happen until next WrestleMania, essentially. And that is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cena's going off at -200, Cody at +150. Rod, who do you think is going to win this match?
The fans.
The fans are going to win.
Honestly, this is a tough one to me because
it is.
There's as a betting person, like, you don't want to lay -200 on John Cena when you know this is his farewell tour, right? So
right,
almost why do you put the title on him as he's on his way out? To break the record, sure, right? To do all of the things that you need to check all the boxes and John Cena's storied career, right? Plus he's got a heel turn in there too now, so you put that in there, right?
Can we just stop for 1 second just at that heel turn? I want your guys' opinion because I have an opinion. Is Cena's heel turn the greatest heel turn of all time? I will say in the moment, it was the most unexpected heel turn I've ever seen. I did not see it coming. I was stunned. Now, when Hogan turned heel, I was not watching at the time. I didn't. I wasn't old enough to remember it. But I watched it back, and is it Tony Schiavone who was the
Tony Schiavone?
Yeah, Schiavone was the announcer for WCW.
Yeah.
Stupidly, and he didn't know. He's come out and said, like, I had no idea, but he went, "Oh, is Hogan the third man in the NWO?"
That was actually Bobby Heenan is the one who said.
Oh, was it? Was it Bobby?
Yeah,
but
yeah, he said, "Oh, is he the third man?" Yeah, and it's like
I would have lost my mind if I was in creative backs. Wouldn't you have like absolutely lost your shit at that moment? Been like, 100%. Why would you say that? What was the best case scenario at that?
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm with you, and I think it depends how you're looking at it. I'm with you. I think I was like kind of watching wrestling then. I really got into it after that, after the formation of the NWO. I definitely think that the Hogan turn was a bigger impact on the industry as a whole, especially where they were at in their careers. You know, Cena's is only going to last for so long. But I'm with you. For me, actively watching, that was like, and that's why we watch those moments. That's like
in a farewell tour, in John Cena's farewell tour, they finally turned him heel. That was insane. But Rod, you watched Hogan coming up. So you have good perspective on this.
Yeah, and so I was telling you about that too before the show. You know, I was always Hulk Hogan, watching Hulk Hogan on cartoons. It was, you know, Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, right? That was my childhood, right? And the dolls and everything, right? So Hulkamania was huge, and every kid identified with Hulk. And I was probably like, I don't know, 10, 11 at that point, right? And when he turned heel, you imagine how many kids' hearts were broken because we were brought up on, you know, eat your vegetables, be a good American, Hulkamania, and that was like,
take your vitamins.
That was our role model. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all bled yellow and red, and all of a sudden he turns heel, and you don't know what to do. My whole world was a lie, and so that to me, that was why it was more impactful. But I'm sure that's how kids feel when they watch Cena, right? With the whole.
That poor kid that was at that
That's
Raw.
exactly where I was about to
get. That kid like had to eat it. Like, and Cena's always so good at this, right? Like, even playing a heel, he knows how to create moments for like kids to remember. Because I think at the end of the day, John Cena's just like a good guy. I've met him. I got to meet him a few times.
Oh, that's awesome.
When he was less of a big star. We kept trying to take a picture with him. It was at like a house show, and the camera just wasn't working. He came by like 4 times. On the 4th time he came by, he go like stopped and went, "Hey, did the picture come out?" And we were like, "It didn't." He's like, "Give me a second." Found someone who had like one of those pictures that developed it immediately, like one of the cameras that like printed it out. Yeah. He's like, "Hey, can I borrow this?" Grabbed the guy's camera. We snapped the picture and he signed it and was like, he waited there, like shaking it out, and then signed it and gave it to me. I still have the picture. So I'm like super excited. I was like, yeah. So I've always been a Cena guy. But I do think this was like the coolest heel turn ever. I was really excited about it. I think Cena's going to win. I think they got to put the 17th on him. I think he's earned it.
I mean, they kept giving storyline. Taker the streak, right? I mean, until it was, all the way over. So
that should have never ended. Hot take. That should have never
That's
ended.
not a hot
for
take.
anyone.
It's the right take.
Yeah, like they should have rolled under. If I was the WWE, I would have said to the Undertaker, "You are never retiring. You will roll out every WrestleMania until you die. You'll come out here, you'll choke slam someone, 1, 2, 3, and it's over." And do you guys think The Rock appears at Mania? John wants to know.
I do.
I think he has to.
Yeah.
I think he has to. I think he cost Cody. I think he
Yeah.
cost Cody.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think we're
that's a
going to
good
get
idea.
something similar to WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
Because I've heard
without all the Mama
grapevine-
Rhodes stuff, right? Without all the
Mama Rhodes. I think what we're going to get is like that last 5 minutes thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard rumblings that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be in attendance.
Let's go.
Do we get a glass shatter for him to try
I
to
sure
save
hope
Cody?
so. I think I might be the odd man out here, but I think they keep it on Cody. I've really I've went back and forth with this, but I think
So
kind of
you're
like
taking
what
the
we've talked about
underdog.
with a few times earlier. I know, like you said, the record and stuff like that, but Cena doesn't know this. Cena will do what's best for business. The line that we've said a few times, and to get Cody Rhodes, you're right. I like Cody Rhodes. I'm glad that he's the champion. I think they've done a great job with the stories since he's came back, but he's still not out that upper echelon. That near Hall of Famer status, and what better way to do that than after defeating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania than preventing John Cena from breaking the record. Like it's truly a coin toss, but I think if I had to put some money on it, I would go with the underdog and go with Cody Rhodes.
Yep. I'm a Cody Crybaby as well.
All right. Well, those are our picks for the matches.